introduce this one because this one was so darn weird and crazy. It speaks for itself. It just speaks for itself.
Without the doors on there, it still won't fit. Your refrigerator measure at about 20.
Measure this refrigerator, please, while you, Mr. Handy Dandy Tape Measure Man. Larry, will you bring me the tape measure from the other room?
So
no, I'm not.
You can
get your dispatch.
Okay. Listen.
Dispatch.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Larry, bring me my phone because I need Lowe's on the phone right now.
All right. Okay. All right. Look, I'm just trying to give you an understanding.
No, you don't. Sweetie, I have a doctorate degree. There's nothing for you to understand. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Phone.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and
get the fuck away from my door. Sit down.
Sit down.
Yeah.
No. Can you get your wife, sir?
That's not my husband.
Can you?
No.
We go out another door, bro. She is crazy.
If you touch one goddamn thing and
Hey, that's what I be talking about, man. Hey, go ahead and load this thing back up, bro. We gone. It's over, bro. Back it up.
Okay, let me give y'all some context. This is a Lowe's delivery. They are delivering a refrigerator, an appliance, to this woman's home. This is funny to me because this would happen in furniture when I had my furniture store, and I've had to talk to pretty crazy, deranged people like this all the time. They show up, the refrigerator does not fit. And so the delivery team is trying to explain this to her, and she wants to hear none of it. She's like, call dispatch. So now he's like, you know what? We're out. I'm not dealing with this. They don't pay me enough for this. And he goes back to his truck, and y'all, she is sitting on the footrest of his truck, so he can't get in his truck. Just wanted to let y'all know that. Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, can you please get out of our truck? Please get out of our truck. You see what I'm talking about, JJ? Oh, they don't pay enough for this, dog.
She attacking him. She got his backpack on. She tripping, man. It's the black woman. She said she got a doctorate degree. He's just trying to grab his bag. That's it. This shit is crazy. Now she's screaming for help. She on some weird shit. Listen, man. Bro, we gotta go, man.
I can't get up. She got me.
Everybody just get up. Why you bleeding out the mouth?
because he hit me in my face, and I'm pressing charges against you.
Ash. Bro.
Help me!
Ash, let go of the bag.
Shut up, Larry.
Stop.
Oh, whoa.
Ashley.
What's happening?
I don't know. This man was...
What's happening?
We was trying to deliver her refrigerator.
Whoa.
Take my phone, bro.
Help me! Let me go.
I don't have to.
Yes, you do. Let go.
He's only holding his backpack. Let his backpack go.
Why is she bleeding?
Because he hit me in my face.
Whoa. You've been here, Larry.
Yes.
What's happening?
Tell her, Larry.
What's up?
If you don't smack that dude
in his space.
Man,
Okay, you let go.
I'm
we
right.
went to the customer
I'm about
house.
to get it for
Ali
you.
went to measure the refrigerator. She got a 29-inch refrigerator.
We're not going to let him
And
have
she
the
got
bag. Go. We're
29
not gonna
inches
let him have the
in her
bag.
in
my
each
bag.
doorway.
We're not gonna let him
Ali
have
got
the
all the
bag.
measurements.
We're
She
not
put it
gonna
in the
let him
app
have
or
the bag. We're
whatever.
not going to let him have the
So
bag, okay? We're not
we
gonna
was
let him
trying to
have the bag.
leave.
Let me go.
Ali was
got
trying
your
to
picture. He's
tell
not
me to
gonna
help
take
him
the bag.
measure it and hold
I
the
don't
tape
wanna
measure
get
for him. She told me no.
Hey.
No, stand there. I'm like, what? No. So I walked around her, you know what I'm saying, and I helped. Make a long story short, she walking us in the house. She walked to the front door. She locked us in. We ran to the back, and then she ran to the truck. Hot in our truck. Was locking us and getting inside the truck. She grabbed Ali bag and she got Ali bag on. Now Ali trying to get his bag back. Her teeth, like she's like trying to hold the bag. She biting the bag. And Ali trying to take his bag. Now her mouth is bleeding. It's crazy. It's crazy.
She's fucking insane. She's crazy as
Now
hell.
she crying, acting like she's a victim. She got the neighbors pulling up, acting like we in the wrong, bro. Ali was just trying to get his stuff back. I was telling him, bro. Don't even chase it, bro. Like, wait till the police get. He trying to get his bag because it's his belongings. You know what I mean? Just let the bag go. Just let go of the bag.
It's on my arm. All right, take this arm out. Okay, no.
See,
That's
she
not what she want to
attacking
do.
him.
No.
It's the customer. And it's this other guy that was with her who she said wasn't her husband. But he advocated for everything.
Ain't nobody getting punched.
Nah, it ain't her
What's in this
husband.
bag, Ashley?
It's somebody
Ashley,
else.
what's in the bag? What's in the bag, baby?
No.
No. What?
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go.
I'm good.
She crazy as hell.
So in this situation, the question of the day is, did it require all of this? No. Lowe's is very much like furniture. When you are having an appliance delivered, it is your job and your responsibility to measure your space. If it cannot fit, that is not Lowe's fault. You can whine, you can cry, because you can't manage your misery in the fact that you've been waiting for this refrigerator and you've cleaned out your other refrigerator and you want it to work. They can't grow the space, shrink the space, make the refrigerator fit. They can't do that. That is beyond their scope of authority. Their job is to deliver the product and install it and then get the heck out. This lady, like a lot of women, in that moment, she just wanted what she wanted. And she was unwilling to accept responsibility for the fact that I picked this out. I saw it on the showroom floor. I thought it was going to look good and it was going to be the product for me, but I didn't measure my space. So now what does she want to do? She got to project, and now she got to show out because she can't manage her misery. And I want to go back and I want to re-engage with a few of the statements that she made that I thought was so funny. She came out the rip just wrong. I want to go back and see if you can ascertain the first mistake that she made. Let's go back.
Please, why you, Mr. Handy Dandy Tape Measure Man?
See how rude she is? Why he got to be Mr. Handy Dandy Tape Measure Man? I'm going to tell you where this comes from. The reason why this guy is Mr. Handy Dandy Tape Measure Man is because she does not respect men. She hates men. She thinks this particular man who she don't know, he's beneath her. Why? Because he's Handy Dandy Mr. Tape Measure Man, right? And I'm going to explain why she thinks that. But notice the condescending nature and tone in her voice. This young man has been nothing but respectful to her and accommodating, like, if we can remeasure it again. Because, see, their job is, they're like, we know we ain't crazy. They done this job a million times. They like, this refrigerator don't fit. It doesn't fit. But just to prove, isn't it right, Robert? They have to prove to her it don't fit because women like this, she not going to take his word for it. She got to see the number. She got to see the little tick on the tape measure and verify because she don't trust. She's so used to doing everything by herself. She didn't have a man go with her to pick out this appliance. She did all of this by herself. And Larry here, the beta boy soy blocked dude that's with her, we already know Larry not her husband, because she was like, that is not my husband. She had to make that very clear. That is not my husband. So the reason why he is handy dandy tape measure man is because that is her way of letting him know, I don't respect you. And all you were here to do is to serve me. I know more than you. You're beneath me. I know these types. And I'm going to explain to you why. Let's hear it. Let's hear her continue.
Larry, will you bring me the tape measure from the other room?
So
No, I'm not.
trying to
No. You can get your dispatch.
You see the finger? Now, if this was one of those days that he like, I got money in the bank and Home Depot is ready to hire me on the spot, he should have slapped that finger out his hand. I ain't got nothing to lose. Don't put your finger in my face. Girl, what's wrong with you? That's a low-level threat of violence. You're going to put your finger in a man's face like that? Are you crazy? No. Every time he tries to speak, she's cutting him off, telling him, you don't speak when you're in my presence. You're the handy-dandy tape measure man. You don't talk to me. Call your dispatch. I don't want to talk to you. Because he's beneath her. Listen, get your dispatch, okay? You don't say nothing to me. You get your dispatch.
Dispatch.
Okay. Listen.
Dispatch.
Okay, wait a minute.
Larry, bring me my phone because I need Lowe's on the phone right now.
All right. Okay. All right.
Now she's telling Larry what to do. Now, Larry, you going to bring me my phone because I need Lowe's. I need Larry to handle this because I'm disappointed. I've been waiting for this refrigerator for months. I saved up the money, I paid for it, or I financed it for the next 10 years. I don't know her situation, but I'm telling you what's going through her mind. This was going through her mind. So instead of her leaning into the fact that Larry's here, Larry is going to make it right. Let Larry handle this. Nope, because she don't respect Larry. Because she telling Larry what to do. Larry, get me my phone. Get Lowe's on the phone. Larry, give me the tape measure. And Larry, he just, yes, the boss. Eyes weak, and I'm scared of you. So I'm just going to oblige to whatever you say. These kinds of women, they like the beta men like this. What Larry was supposed to do was be like, go on, sit down somewhere, Yvonne. Let me take care of this. It don't fit. I'm sorry. You sad and disappointed. We're going to go pick out another refrigerator, but right now you're going to calm down. Calm down. Go sit down. Go in the other room. Let me handle this. Larry got to step in and tell handy dandy tape measure man, listen, she wildin'. I know it don't fit. I knew it wasn't going to fit, right? But she needed to see it don't fit. Here's $50 for your time. Take the refrigerator back. We're going to pay the restocking fee. And I'll bring her down there and make sure you ain't in the showroom when she there. Because if she see you, she gonna go crazy. We're going to go pick out another refrigerator. Like this is how Larry is supposed to be the voice of reason in this, but Larry weak. So Larry is of no help, as y'all saw in the video. Listen to this.
I'm just trying to give you an understanding.
No, you don't. Sweetie, I have a doctorate degree.
Y'all heard it? He's like, ma'am, I'm just trying to explain. I have a doctorate degree. I don't need you explaining nothing to me. So I'm like, okay, Miss Doctorate Lady, Miss PhD, you got a doctorate degree, and yet in about 2.0 seconds, we about to see you sprawled out on the grass with blood filling up in your mouth with probably some loose teeth because you don't want to let that man's bag go, and you're the PhD. Is this how the PhDs act? Because I don't want a PhD. So that tell right there was her way of asserting authority over him. You're nothing to me. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. You're the handy dandy tape measure man, and I make more money than you. All I need you to do right now is shut your mouth. Go get your little dispatch people on the phone. Larry is about to fetch me this tape measure, and now I'm about to go off. Why? Because I'm single. I'm miserable. I ain't got no joy. Larry, he claimed he's kind of like my man, but he can't He can't control me. So I'm miserable about that. The PhD finds herself rolling around in the grass, screaming and crying. And y'all mad at me because I call this Oratchetang behavior? Y'all mad at me? What do you want me to call this? How do you explain a professionally degreed woman like this? Clearly she's articulate. Calling handy dandy, tape measure man, get your dispatch on the floor, get him on the phone. Rolling around in the grass like a hood rat. But she got PhD. It's because she's a misandrist. She hates men. She has never subjected herself to the authority of anyone. She does what she wants, going through life, making dumb decisions, unable to manage the basics of her life, such as I gotta get a refrigerator, and I didn't really measure this. I didn't measure this well. It doesn't fit. All the food is in the refrigerator in the garage, and now I have to deal with. She probably ordered this and waited for weeks. Like, she's bemoaning her choices. All of these things that are happening and swirling in her mind, she's mad at herself. But she doesn't know how to accept accountability and responsibility for the fact that she screwed up. And so she about to show out. Oh, I got to watch her show all the way out again, because it was just, the content makes itself. It really doesn't need any commentary from me.
You got a doctor's degree?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and leave.
Get away from my door. Sit down.
Sit down.
Yeah.
No. Can you get your...
She told him to sit down. The man is trying to leave. She's trying to hold him hostage. She's holding this man against his will. Because she thinks she owns him. She thinks she's running something. You sit down. You stay away from that door. In her mind, this made sense. I'm going to make sure that this man, who's stronger than me, who can probably put me into a chokehold, and I could just be laid out here in 5 seconds if he really wanted to. I'm not going to let him leave. I'm going to tell him to sit down. And the expectation in her mind was, and he's going to sit here and do what I say until I get his dispatch on the phone. And then they're going to let me rant. They're going to let me rant and go off. And they're going to try to appease me, because the customer's always right. They're going to try to appease me and say, ma'am, well, how can we make this better? What can we do? And she's going to want a whole bunch of free stuff. Oh, this about... I'm telling you how this goes. They start demanding things, and I have no regrets. I am out of the retail space. This is one of the reasons why. This was one of the reasons why. When it got to the end, it got so bad. Robert was like, you can't come up here no more. He was like, you're banned. He was like, you're banned. Because I had an encounter with someone who was being unreasonable like this, and I was like, yeah, this my last day. I fired myself from my own store. I was like, I'm working remotely. I'm not allowed to be on the sales floor anymore, because I can't. I was like, I can't do it no more. I was like, after 12, 13 years, that's enough. It's time to retire. My temper and my patience, these people wore me down. They wore me down, I say. You saw how she's looking for Larry's help. She told this man, you're not leaving. You're not leaving. You're not going anywhere. And handy dandy tape measure man, he's like, can you get your wife, sir?
Right, sir.
That's not my husband.
Can you...
No.
She's too darn hateful and evil and miserable to have a husband. And she would never marry Larry, because Larry is weak. She'll never marry Larry. Larry is just around because he knows she's crazy, but it's like that one sliver of time when she's really sweet. That one time, he's holding on to that as if he can try to somehow recreate that moment of when he met her and she was halfway normal. What he's trying to do is just hold on in hopes that he can save her and reform her. She can't be helped, bro. chicks like this, you got to leave them to their own devices. These are the kind that end up in assisted living facilities by themselves where don't nobody come to visit. This is where they end up. They that miserable. They're that insufferable. And I hate to talk about it like this, but it's the truth. Y'all know somebody like this. You know, they be in their sorority and stuff with their PhD, showing all the way out, just showing their whole tail. And all of this wasn't warranted. It was a simple, I screwed up. I did not measure my space, and now I'm mad.
We got another door, bro. She is crazy.
You touch one goddamn thing and
Hey, that's what I be talking about, man. Hey, go ahead and load this thing back up, bro. We gone.
But let's just take this scene in for a moment. Handy dandy tape measure man tells his partner, let's load this up. They don't pay us enough for this. This is probably like, looking at the time of day it is, this could be their second stop, maybe their fifth stop. That's a straight truck. What was that, 26 foot? So that means they gotta go. Okay, they gotta go. They're on a time schedule. Why is she sitting there? What is this supposed to accomplish? She's sitting there because the idea is you're not leaving until I'm satisfied. And what's going to satisfy me is I got to get dispatch on the phone. I have to spaz out. I got to crash out, spaz out, be completely outraged, show all the way out until I get what I want. Now, mind you, what she wants is so unreasonable, it can't even be fulfilled today. Like, in her mind, they're supposed to manifest the refrigerator that actually fits, and they're going to send another truck and bring it to her. Because she doesn't know how this works. She doesn't know that this truck probably got loaded the night before or the morning of, in the order of the stop in which she is. There are other customers' items on here. In her mind, you're going to go back to Lowe's and get my stuff, not realizing that this probably came from a distribution center or a warehouse. They didn't just go into the Lowe's and pick it up off the shelf and put it on the truck for you. That's not how this works. But her sitting there trying to get dispatch on the phone, this is where she goes to make her demands. And then some poor little CSR on the phone gonna put her on mute and be like, I've told this lady 1,000,000 times that we're going to have to take the product back. We got to restock it. And she has to order another one. She's going to have to come in. She don't want to hear none of that. And she's going to continue to go back and forth, demanding what she wants as if it is possible for her to get it. And no amount of explaining, like, you're going to want to take her into the kitchen and say, ma'am, do you realize that the items on this truck, they're not yours. They belong to other customers. Right? There's a whole logistics process involved with this. Give us time. And even though this ain't our fault, because you didn't measure your space, we're more than we'd be more than happy to take this product back, but you gotta have to come in and pick out something else. It's unreasonable. So this here, her sitting here, this is the standoff. This is the standoff where she gonna sit here and she ain't gonna let these people, she not gonna let them in. And then I love the next part. So he's like, so you gonna sit here? Okay. Look how tight she looks. Just tight.
It's over, bro. Back it up. Ma'am, can you please get out of our truck? Please get out of our truck. You see what I'm talking about?
See how she's not even acknowledging him? He's nobody to her. Like, the fact that this is his truck and he's the driver and he's got to get in it is insignificant. She don't care about that. He is nothing. He's invisible to her. How she gets from the truck out into the grass, I don't know. Let's watch it. But this is the mindset of the Oratchetang. Can't manage your misery. So what is the symptom? They show out. They create chaos where none exists. Was there any chaos here in how the driver and the partner was dealing with her? No. Was there any chaos in how they were trying to explain to her, well, ma'am, we'd be more than happy to measure the space, but the refrigerator didn't grow or shrink. It's the size. Your doorway is the door. It is what it is. You can't reason. Now, if it were me, I probably would have just snatched her little skinny tail out and just flung her to the side, got in the car, and drove off. But that would have been his job. So he's trying to handle this in the most diplomatic way possible. But at this point, the police probably should have been involved.
AJ, oh, they don't pay enough for this, dog.
She attacking him. She got his backpack on.
What was she gonna do with his backpack? This is stage 2 of the standoff. You can tell she does this in a relationship. When you get into the argument with chicks like this, and instead it's not the backpack, it's the car keys. You not leaving because I'm not finished arguing with you, so I'm gonna take your car keys so you can't leave. That's what this is. She thinks if I take the backpack, he can't go. It's probably got his wallet, his ID in it, his tools, things that he needs for the next job. And he's like, I'm not leaving without my backpack. So in her mind, if I take the backpack, he can't leave. Now, nowhere in her mind does she ever think through this and be like, I look stupid. Like, people are watching me. I'm on the lawn, rolling around in the grass with property that's not mine. Like, I'm stealing someone's stuff. Nope. That concept got lost on her.
It's the black woman. She said she got a doctorate degree.
His hands in
He's just trying to grab his bag. That's it. This shit is crazy.
She don't want to take her arms out the bag. The guy is like, my hands are in the air. I'm not touching her. She's just refusing to let go of my bag. Why is Larry here again? Larry is as useless as he was when he was inside the house. I need Larry to rethink his whole life. Larry, is this what you want? Is this the future that you want with her? Larry, because we're out here on the internet questioning your manhood right now, Larry. Larry, you can't save her. She need Jesus, and you ain't him. Y'all, this woman is rolling around with white pants on. Like me, I'd be like, oh, shoot, my pants. Like, that's how I think. I'd be like, oh, no, I can't get these grass stains out. Oh. Did y'all see that? She bit the bag like a wild boar or an unreasonable beast. She bit the bag like the bag was in her mouth. She was like, ah. Oh my God, somebody get her. Oh, this was entertaining. Y'all, this woman bit the bag. I don't know if she thought her teeth were stronger than her arms, but that's how her mouth ended up bleeding. He didn't hit her in the mouth. He probably grabbed the bag while it was in her death grip from her teeth, and he pulled hard, and now her lady, your whole mouth is bleeding. Like, come on. Now she's screaming. It's not even her property, but she is screaming. my conclusions are still the same. I don't know if it's the fluoride in the water. I don't know if there's some sort of endocrine disruptors that are caught. And I know people are going to say, well, mental illness is on the rise. I don't believe that. I'm not. We've always had mentally disturbed people that needed help among us. That's not new. Now, I do think that there is an uptick in the prevalence of a lot of mentally unstable people, and a lot of it has to do with side effects from pharmaceuticals. A lot of these neurotoxins that are in our food, they have not been studied long term, especially these GMOs and stuff. Like a lot of this stuff, the glyphosate, it's messing with a lot of people, and they don't know what's going on with them. An argument can be made for that, but here is why I am unwilling to concede that everybody, like 6 out of 10 people, are just crazy today. A lot of these women are displaying this behavior because they are out of order. Like, we were not meant, the way that this generation, by and large, is going into the middle age, going into the geriatrics, we were designed to pair bond with one another and to learn how to live amicably with the opposite sex, to where you learn how to engage, you learn how to forbear, you learn that you have to be patient, you've got to give, you can't always get your way, you need to be quiet. Women today we're not learning those fundamental things because so many of us don't have that type of, we've never experienced long-term what it's like to engage with the opposite sex in an understanding way, right? Outside of our boss or something like that, many of us don't really have the life experience of being in a long-term, healthy, bona fide interaction with the opposite sex, to where we are learning from him, we are growing, we're evolving, we're learning how to forbear, we're realizing that, we're not perfect, that, we make mistakes sometimes, and the same for men as well. You've got a lot of men who, they don't have this experience either, but the way it displays in men is different. They retreat, they become incels, right? They just learn to manage their misery within their own little space, and they retreat, right? Women, on the other hand, they showing out. They are just out here, by and large, showing out. And I really do believe this is a symptom of that matriarchal squalor that I'm talking about, where all we know is, and I'll put myself in this category, I wasn't raised in a household with a male presence. Forget a strong male presence, just a male presence. I all I knew was estrogen. I had no concept of the balance between the estrogen from the women and a woman and the testosterone from a man. So because this is the environment in which I was raised, I was just used to seeing women rise to the occasion, have to figure things out, have to make do, have to solve problems. And they did the best that they could with the resources that they had. And I am not castigating and speaking about them in a bad light. But what I am saying is that now that I'm on this side of it, I see the deficiencies. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see why so many bad decisions were made, so many unwise decisions were made, because we didn't have the input and the wisdom from the balance, the man stepping in and saying, hey, I don't think you should do that. Let me explain why. Or just the input of a man that says, listen, I'm not about to explain all the details to you right now, but my answer is no, and I'll explain it when I think you're ready to hear it. Like I didn't have that type of masculine input. And so what I think we are seeing from a lot of these women, because she's a PhD, she's been by herself for so long and trying to manage her life, and she's not doing it well, that when she has to engage, she doesn't know. She's used to, I'm going to get my way. This is how I assert myself and I make things happen, because I make things happen for myself. When I believe I've been wronged, even though she has not been wronged here, she doesn't want to hear the input of any of the men that are in this situation because she don't respect them. She doesn't see the value of them even being there outside of you're delivering my refrigerator and you, Larry, you fetch tape measures. But she didn't even concede to the authority of Larry, who's not her husband, but clearly he's on her side. He couldn't even calm her down. He couldn't get her to let go of that bag. He's wrestling alongside the enemy with her. That lets you know right then and there that this is a fundamental disconnect with her mentally in how she views men. She doesn't respect men. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Standard of Truth podcast. If you've enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to check out the Standard Home and Living lifestyle store at standardhomeandliving.com. We've got everything from book studies, journals, and even podcast merch, so you can take a piece of this conversation with you wherever you go. And of course, be sure to follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok for more updates, behind the scenes, and daily insights. You can also stay connected at thestandardofTruthpodcast.com, where you'll find all the latest news and events, including live events coming to a town near you. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Until next time, keep standing firm in the truth. Grace and peace.